Well, good afternoon, my dragon family. Araya here, aka the Dragon Lady. Just got done with my Dragon Heart class, and for you guys that don't know me, I wrote a book 10 years ago called The Dragon Within. I'm a psychic medium, energy healer, and life coach. And this is a lot of what I spend time talking about in this group, and how to work with the dragons and what to expect with the dragons. Hi, Christina. And what they can do for your journey, what to do with your life, and how they change it, and what things are waking up in you, and why is that happening. And got an email from one reader this week, one person in our group that was curious about an experience that they had that was the most intense energetic experience that they've ever had. Hi Tina, good to see you. And they were a bit concerned about it, a bit disconcerted by it, and feeling like, whoa, like I'm spinning here, what do I do? Hi Tien Marie. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that for today's live. I thought, what a perfect question or comment, because you're not the only one. Other people have that. And I know that when I started working with the dragons, and when I do meditations with the dragons for groups or for people, they are intense. They can be profound, hugely transformational. The energy within them tends to be off the charts, exponential over other experiences you may have had with archangels or ascended masters or your guides or going into past lives. There's all different realms of experience, but in my personal experience and what I have come to know from talking to all my different clients over the years and the people reading the book. Hi Adriana. And so this is really relevant, and why I wanted to share it, because yes, they're powerful, profound experiences. It's because they work in such clear and high frequencies. You know, the dragons come to us from the 22nd octave and higher. And so those dimensional frequencies, when we start working with them, yes, they are translating down into what we can handle in this realm. But as we open ourselves, we actually are able to access higher and higher frequencies. So, for example, the elementals are going to be very base level frequencies. It's still higher than most have experienced, but that can be a blow doors like, whoa, working with the fire dragon for their first time, or stepping it up to work with the black dragon. That can be a big, powerful, energetic, you can feel it physically in the body. It can wipe you out. And not to be scared of those pieces, because it's just a matter of getting used to a new frequency. And for those of you that are dragon hearts or dragon keepers, that's going to become your norm quite quickly and easily. That's something that's a part of you that you're actually trying to activate and get woken up, so that you are able to access the even higher frequencies, because the goal here is bringing our light bodies in, right? Well, we can't bring in light bodies that are super high frequencies if we're not able to actually incorporate that into our physical body. So it's just a matter of shaking up, shaking things loose, bringing densities into our awareness that are holding those energies back. So quite often you can have headaches or physical symptoms, or feeling like you're getting sick or tired or exhausted after some work with the dragons. Equally on the opposite side though, yes, those things can happen, and you can have very intense experiences and then feel like drained, or like, whew, I gotta get back into this, I gotta ride this wave. And that's exactly what you gotta do. Ride that wave out. Let it completely integrate into the body, and then you'll be on a new plateau. Then you might actually experience having like, whoa, all these challenges and things maybe come in, because you're starting to be aware of, hey, this new frequency is in. What does that do? What does more light do? It lights up more of our shadow. Woohoo! We want to get through the shadow work, right? We want to get as much shadow out of there as possible. The higher we go, the deeper the shadow. The higher we go, the deeper the shadow. So it's a continual wave to ride, but they can be super high frequencies to sort of shock the system. And what your guides wouldn't allow it to come in, your dragons wouldn't allow it to come in if you weren't ready to handle it. So be aware of that as well. As intense as those experiences can be, and sometimes they might feel, I'm not going to use the word negative, but if you feel like they're hard to take in or deal with, we do equally have those experiences of those kinds of frequencies that are so intense and energetic, also in the heart space, in those kinds of openings where you just get cracked open emotionally, energetically, etherically, on all levels of your being. And those are some of those most beautiful, and those are working with all the lineages of the water dragons through the heart. So the water dragon, the crystal dragon, the silver dragon from Orion, the Sirius A dragon through Sirius, all of those are those beautiful heart openings, and they will be intense and powerful and crack you open like nothing else ever has. So I'm glad that that question was brought up this week about, whoa, what do I do with this intense, powerful experience? How do I integrate it? And I do help people with that. If you're having a lot of intensity going on, hi Inger, good to see you, and needing clarity, needing deeper information, saying, what is all this about? I need some help anchoring this in. I need some help moving it through and getting it to adjust through the body. I do energy work. I do healing sessions with that. So not only do I do 20-minute dragon readings to help you get connected with your dragons, but we can do full-blown 75-minute sessions where it's a combination of reading and healing and energy work to move energy through and get clarity on what it's about and why it came in at that point. So feel free, if you're in that situation, to contact me, and I'll get you my link to my calendar schedule, or we can get set up, well, even the calendar schedule, you can set up a 20-minute discovery call to talk about like what your goal is, what are you trying to head towards, and we can get you scheduled and talk about what the right fit would be for a session or a program or whatever needs to happen. So just wanted to bring that up today. I do want to talk a little bit about the book club because it's coming up in just a week from Thursday, and you don't want to miss that. If you're new to the book, the Dragon Within, if you don't even have it yet in this group, it's one of the best ways to start working with the dragons and having more conscious experiences with them rather than just haphazard, random going to a healer. Oh, they said there's a dragon in my field. Those are beautiful and great, and they start opening those doors for you. But you actually have a guidebook and tool available for you to hands-on work with them. And this book club, which is way more than a book club, is a way for 10 of us, 10 people max, to come together with me every week for 6 weeks and talk about what's going on in your life, what's going on in the book, what is coming up for you in working with the dragons, to actually have guided meditations with different dragons, depending on the week and the group and the energy that's present. So there ends up being really cool, fun conversation, really amazing relationships made. Every time the group ends up being 11, doesn't want to separate, and so they actually start a separate Facebook group to keep connected with those, because they're like family now. You go through some deep stuff, you have some similar awarenesses and some similar tangents and paths that you're on, and so it's a great way to meet like-minded people in that sense. So if you are curious about it, don't have the information yet, please email or message me and I will get you the information. And otherwise, have a fabulous week. I always love checking in with you guys. And send your questions in. I love having questions and comments and things get sent to me for clarity, because then I get to talk about it the next week and it benefits everybody. So always look forward to this. I look forward to having my little dragon guy here with me every week. And we've got, I don't know if you can see Tiamat up there. That's the original artwork. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a wood burned sketching with like a wood burning tool that, I mean, look at the detail and the shading and the layering of that, all done with a hot iron on wood. My friend who did that years ago, Angie Brown, is an incredibly gifted artist. So that is the cover book. I love it. And Adriana's saying, I'm feeling energies coming in now just watching you. Is this because of your energy? To be honest, yeah, this is pretty typical. When I am really connected in the dragon work, and that's why I'm loving coming on these lives on this Tuesday right after my Dragon Heart class. I have just spent intense 2 hours and all of the morning prepping for that class, and 2 hours in class. So we are talking about and working in some very high level dynamic energies. Our meditations go to extreme high levels. And so when I'm still in that frequency, absolutely, Adriana, you are feeling that coming through me, because there are still, even if it's not related to the topic that I'm talking about, there's actually some downloads happening. We worked with the Akashic Records today with the Copper Dragon from Orion with Maslow, and so you're feeling some of that come through and it's translating, and you might have some aha moments or some lucid dreaming tonight. Benefit from that, jot down anything that comes, because even if you don't have clarity right now, you'll get clarity later. And yeah, my energy is usually so on fire, especially like I was doing the lives after the book club, the last round on Thursdays. And I definitely come off in the same space after any of my groups, just because it's powerhouse. It's exponential. You know, when you bring a group together, it is not just 10 times the energy effect. It's 100 times, because it's exponential. So that was a great question, Adriana. Thanks. And actually, I think you'll benefit from listening to the full playback of the original question and having some information there. So I love seeing you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Message me if you need any answers. And I will see you next week. I can't wait to see more people join in the book club, and let me know if you need information about that. Lots of love to you guys, and giant dragon hugs. Bye.